the Ravens posted a Baldy breakdown. He did 3 different draft picks. Obviously, actually, it was the first 3. There was Malachi Starks, Mike Green, and Emory Jones. Now, we didn't grab Malachi Starks because some of the film he brought in, we've discussed many times. In fact, Malachi has broken down his own film. So it was just kind of the same plays. I didn't think we needed to repeat that. But Mike Green, I wanted to check out some of his breakdown of him. Maybe because Mike Green is my favorite pick in terms of value, and it matches a huge need that the Ravens have. And so let's check him out. I think he's got 3 or 4 plays here of Mike Green coming out of Marshall.
Pick the 59th. Let's take a look at the Ravens' second-round pick, the 59th pick in the second round, number 15, for Marshall, Mike Green. Watch him take on the tackle and the tight end here. Bam. And the tight end and get off the block and make the tackle. The guy has great hands. He's 6'3". He's 251 pounds. I saw him at the Senior Bowl. He was the first one in every single defensive line's drill. And for all 3 days, you watch this outside spin against Ohio State.
Okay, get your eyes all the way to the right of the screen, okay? Sometimes we can get, they're not circled, so I'm just trying to help out here. All the way to the right.
Like here it is. Bam, watch the hook. Right? Not many guys can spin from the outside. Now watch him close, Wright Hill and Will Howard, to take him down. One of 17 sacks on the season.
Bro didn't even have a chance. That was an OSU tackle, okay? Didn't even have a chance. He blew by him with that spin move to the outside. Woo!
Also 23 tackle for losses. Now you watch this. Here they have a tight end in front of him. I'm just showing you this play to show you the violence of how he plays. Just slamming the tight end to the ground and forcing Howard to take the ball down and scramble.
Did you see that one from the beginning? Let's see here.
He's got a whole highlight reel worth of worthy plays.
Remind me what number he is?
The spin move was just stupid. Remind you what?
To the left? He's 45, right?
15.
15. Okay, let's find him before we let this off here. There he is, all the way to the left. That's 15, right?
Oh, yeah.
Left? Okay, watch him from there.
Here they have a tight end in front of him. I'm just showing you this play to show you the violence of how he plays. Just slamming the tight end to the ground and forcing Howard to take the ball down and scramble with it. Now,
dude, if you're the quarterback and you see your tight end who's supposed to be blocking for you on your blind side, and you see him suddenly being pushed back 3 or 4 steps, so you got to get out of there. And once you get out, the tight end's on the ground. You kidding me? That's going to get in the quarterback's head.
Watch him here against Virginia or against Iowa right here. Again.
Okay, he's all the way up to the right of our screen now. To the right of our screen.
Here's 2 tight ends right here. He's just going to jack up the pulling guard right here. Here he comes. Bam.
Oof.
Jacks up the pulling guard. Helps to make that play and that tackle for loss right there.
So the pulling guard gets stuck because of Mike Green, and so the running back runs right into his pulling guard, and so the backside help can come and help. That's the stuff that doesn't even make it to the stat sheet. Just like a guard, huge dude, just hits a brick wall in Mike Green.
It's just one play after another. He's a violent player. Even when the game plan was against Virginia Tech to double him with the tackle.
Okay, over here to the right again.
Tackle with the back right here. He sees it and defeats both to take the quarterback down for a sack right there. One play after another, the whole season at Marshall. All right, you watch him right here, just being able to get off the block, get to the ball carrier, defeat the block, and then make the tackle.
Jeez.
Baltimore Ravens got themselves a steal with the 59th pick in the second round by drafting Mike Green.
Yeah. I mean, look, Virginia Tech was not high-level ACC football last year, but Sarah, you go back to earlier in that highlight clip, like you said, there's Ohio State. You got your national champions right there. You got film from all over the country, and Mike Green looked like a standout player no matter who he was facing against. And some of that subtle movement, yet coupled with what Baldy refers to as violent movement, that's what's so variety driven. That's what makes it so fun to think about the potential of his transition.
Well, and then also there was Iowa, and what's Iowa known for? Their offensive linemen, Marshall Yanda being one of them, and he blows that guard up, and then I don't know who that was against, but maybe a weaker competition, but he took on the tackle and the running back and then still got the tackle. It's unreal. And then Bobby, if there is anything, if you want to know what the Ravens think of Mike Green, it's in these small, subtle moments where you're reading the body language, you're reading people's facial expressions. I think while you were out earlier this week, I did a breakdown of the Ravens' wired production of the draft weekend. And Eric DeCosta's face says everything. This is early in the second round, and he's looking at two people sitting across from him in the draft room, and those two people are John Harbaugh and Steve Bisciotti. And he's starting to get giddy. He's starting to get giddy of like just thinking about maybe Mike Green could fall to us. Watch his facial expressions. These are just screen grabs, but check him out.
He looks like an all-pro. He's got flex for this kid. Nice cooker. The Patriots are on the clock.
Explosiveness, physicality.
So he says to those two, what if Mike Green falls to us at 59? And they're like, yeah, dude, that's not going to happen. And he's like, well, but if he does, we are going to take him. Like, we have to take him. And where's that screen grab? I thought I put it in the slides so that we could look at it.
We could do it right here if it's not in the slides, because
pause it, right?
You know, look at him.
Hold on. There's a better one. Oh, where is it? Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. Look at that. That's an evil Grinch smile. He's thinking to himself, what if Mike Green falls to 59? And just the thought of maybe potentially getting what some are saying, the second best outside linebacker in the draft, the second best. And then they're like, to 59. And he's like, okay, probably not. But if he does, we got to take him. So imagine his face once they did get him. Look at that face. That is the Grinch right there, smiling from ear to ear.
Meanwhile, Ozzy to his left, our right, about to take a swig out of that Coca-Cola, satisfied as you know what, right? He's got a smile on his face as well. But yeah, this Eric screenshot right here probably will be used if this pick ends up coming to fruition.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Baldy did a breakdown of Ravens tackle / maybe guard. I think they're going to like give him a try at guard. This is Emory Jones out of LSU. Sure hope he pans out, but let's see what Baldy has to say about him. He was left tackle for them? Or was he right tackle?
Emory was right, I believe.
Right. So keep looking at the right side of the line as he's pointing this out.
Let's take a look at the Ravens' third-round pick, number 50, the right tackle at LSU,
There he is on the right,
Emory
50.
Jones, a 3-year starter. But when you watch him move here, I mean, he's 6'5", he's 315 pounds. He ran a 5.1 40. He stays on his feet. Excellent in the run game. Very consistent. But what you love about him is just his consistency and his length. 34.5-inch arms, right?
Did he say he's good in the run game? Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Justice Hill, Keaton Mitchell. He's good in the run game? Yes, please.
On a 6'5" and a well, constructed 315, 320-pound frame. You watch him right here against Alabama. And watch his consistency as a set. Bump. See that punch? The punch right to the chest. And then the inside post hand right here. And then the ability just to drop the anchor and stop the feet. So Nussmeier can make that check down throw. The quarterback, that is, for LSU. But it's one play after another. He's got, you just watch his inside hand here. Like, boom. You see that hand? Like, this is just excellent, okay? And just being able to stop the feet and give the quarterback all kinds of time to make that kind of a throw. Now, he's got versatility. He can play guard or he can play tackle. The Ravens are going to have that kind of a luxury. But you watch him against, right here, Shamar Stewart, the 17th pick in the draft.
Bro, how many times, though, real quick pause, how many times have we shown, whether it was Carson Vincent or Emory Jones or somebody else, like, it's hilarious how many highlights there are of tackles taking care of Shamar Stewart. Like, it's like, I cannot tell you, we've had so many clips of us seeing, like, check out this current Raven against their now rival with the Bengals. Like, there's so many making Shamar Stewart look bad.
Whether it was game film or from the Senior Bowl.
Yeah.
You know?
It kind of makes you feel good going into the season.
Well, he has the guy, yeah. I mean, what doesn't make you feel as good as him not participating, though, because of the contract situation that's going on there. But I hear you.
Yeah, okay, keep going here.
From Texas A&M. And he had no problem with him. He was the Colts' 17th pick, first-round pick, and here he is. against the league's best for 3 straight years. Again, look at the length and how he uses it. It's just sitting in the chair right here. All right? Nussmeier has a chance to get outside the pocket and make that throw down the field. All right? Now, one more time, one more play against Nick Skirton, another good player, drafted high from Texas A&M. Like, I just like his, see that punch?
Oof.
He just throws it out there. He's got the inside hand right here, and now he just keeps his feet moving. Stays on his feet. Excellent athlete. Like I said, can play guard or play tackle. Good versatility. Really good pick because he did start 36 games for the LSU Tigers. And he does have all the length and the measurables that you're looking for.
What I love about that punch, too, if we could just mute this and kind of rewind for a second. By the way, a rare error there from Baldy. Obviously, the 17th overall pick was not the Colts. It was the Bengals of Shamar Stewart. But I'm sure that was just a minor thing. But that punch that he broke down right there, it doesn't, if you're watching it, it doesn't necessarily jump off the page at you. But it does knock out that outside linebacker just ever so much. Knocks him off his spot ever so slightly. Bang. Like, just gotta love it. I love the footwork, and we just gotta hope, Sarah, speaking of that upper body, based on what John Harbaugh has shared in recent weeks, that shoulder can get turned around in time for him to be participating in camp.
Yeah, absolutely, because he missed the rookie mini camp. And I can't remember what I think John Harbaugh said more training camp, though. I don't know that we should be expecting him to be here for OTAs, which starts next week.
Yeah.
The first open OTA to media will be Wednesday.
Right.
So.
But great stuff from Baldy.
For sure.
Obviously, the big picture over everything is that Mike Green is universally believed from a football standpoint as one of this year's steals. And it just so happens to be a second round steal for the Ravens at a position that wasn't of dire need, but certainly with more questions than there are answers in that room. It was a need, and they addressed it in a big way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.